What's going on, everybody? I'm Adam Wainwright, and welcome to our Halloween edition for our sneak peek, and this is brought to you by the St. Louis Cardinals. All right, just kidding on that part for legal reasons, but we do appreciate you guys taking time to check us out, and we do have some exciting shoes in store today, so let's get started. All right, so we'll kick things off with Nike, and last episode we touched on the Supreme and the Nike Air Max collab on the Air Max Plus, and I am pumped to say that I hit on these in my size, and they are much nicer than I expected. And like I said last week, I don't love the Air Max Plus model, and this wasn't my favorite of the two colorways, but I have no complaints. I'm just happy anytime that I can hit on the sneakers app. But I actually do have them in hand today, so as you can see, I did hit on the black and fire pink colorway. Some cool features on there. You, of course, got the Supreme on the tongue right there. It comes with the Nike and Supreme tag. The box is pretty sweet, too. It comes with a Supreme logo on the side of this Nike box. And it's one of those, slide-in boxes. You can see that right there. But, yeah, just overall, I'm just excited that I was able to hit on these. But much cleaner in hand, like I said. But we'll go ahead and move on to some of the drops for this week, though. So Nike switched a few release dates for their Halloween-themed shoes for this week. So if some of these kind of sound familiar to you, that would be why. But anyways, today we saw these 3 Halloween color scheme shoes drop in the Nike Air Trainer 3 Dracula for $130, the Air Max 97 Halloween for $180, and the Air Force 1 Orange Skeleton for $130 as well. And I don't really vibe with the Air Trainer 3 Dracula, to be honest, but the 97s and the Air Force 1s look tough. And I don't want to have to pick a favorite, but if I did, I would probably say the Air Max 97s have a slight advantage just because that glow drip that they have going on looks pretty sick on these. But definitely don't sleep on the Air Force 1s either, because the skeletal foot bone design that they have on the side there, as well as on the insole of the shoe, is super sweet. But the key shoe release for Nike this week is going to be the Nike Dunk High and Slam Jam collab on a clear black color. And these will be released on October 30th for $120. Now, I do like these quite a bit, but I don't love the Dunk High as much as I do the Dunk Low. But this is a really clean black and white color scheme that they put on this shoe right here. And there are some cool designs on the insoles of these shoes and the inner on the tongue, and the brand names on the back. Slam Jam is featured on the back of the shoes as well. And there will be some good to great resale value on these, as most dunks usually do pretty good on the resale market, so keep that in mind. All right, so moving on to Jordan, we touched on the Air Jordan 12 Black Concord last week, and I actually didn't go for them, but just to throw this out there, we did get out our review on the Air Jordan 35. We got that done, so that should be coming out sometime this week. So be checking our social media for that if you are interested in that review. But now let's go ahead and look at what Jordan has on the menu for this week, and it's chocked full with some good stuff. So first, we're actually going to stick with the Air Jordan 35 topic, as Fragments collab on the Air Jordan 35 in a base gray colorway, released today for October 28th with a retail price of $195. So a little bit more than the typical $180 that these run when there's no collab on them or anything like that. But I will say that after doing some research and also paying just getting them in hand, I guess, my overall opinion for the Air Jordan 35 model has changed tremendously. I didn't really like some of the first mock-ups that I saw, but seeing them in hand and actually looking at some of these different color schemes has definitely heightened my interest. So expect for there to be good resale value on these too, because I have started to hear some pretty positive buzz kind of surrounding the Air Jordan 35 model. And they have made some tweaks and improvements from the Air Jordan 34 that released last year, as far as like the materials and the performance is concerned, and I'll touch more on that in our full review for the Air Jordan 35. But easily the most hyped shoe for this week is going to be the Off-White Air Jordan 5 Sail. And this is set to release tomorrow on October 29th for $225. And I'll go ahead and state this first. I like this Sail colorway a whole lot more than I like the Muslin colorway that released a little while back in February, I think. But I saw the Muslin model in hand and wasn't as impressed as I had kind of hoped to be. But for this Sail color, I'm feeling it for sure. The resale value will be extremely high on these since they are off-white, of course. So be ready to go for these at 10 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. And to round up Jordan's releases, we do have some more heat, as the Air Jordan 1 High Black Mocha is set to release on October 31st for $170. And I've already seen some in-hand photos for the people that got early access to them, and these are nice. And they do feature some similar color tendencies of the Travis Scott Air Air Jordan 1s. So that has some potential to maybe spike the prices as well. But with the Jordan 35 Fragments, the Off-White Jordan 5s, and these Air Jordan 1 black Mochas, it should be a super fun week to take some L's realistically. But fingers crossed for a W in there somewhere. All right, so finishing up with Adidas, after I hit on the Nike Supreme Air Max Plus, the icing on the cake was getting the Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Natural that we talked about last week. I just love this color combo, so I'm pumped to see these in person. But as for this week, we have another Yeezy 380 on the way in the Calcite Glow colorway. And these previewed back in July, and the name kind of implies that there are going to be certain parts of the upper on these shoes that do glow in the dark. So that's pretty cool, but I'm also a fan of the overall colorway for this like cream and beige color scheme that they put on these 380s. But for release information, these are slated to drop on Halloween on Saturday on October 31st, and the retail price should be $230. So back to back Yeezy Saturdays to end October. So let's hopefully end this month right with some W's. And as usual, before we end this episode, I'll give you a few of my favorite sneakers to look out for this week. So first, the Nike Air Foamposite Pro is releasing in this colorway that is meant to be inspired by Halloween, sort of like a trick-or-treat vibe that they have here. And these will be releasing tomorrow on October 29th for $230. And I really just love the Foamposite model. They are great to play basketball in my personal opinion. But specifically, I remember seeing these as a kid whenever I was just out at Foot Locker and whenever they were first just taking off. And I remember being so intrigued by them. But the other pair that caught my eye this week is the Kawhi Leonard. He has a Jolly Rancher themed New Balance shoe set to drop on Halloween as well. So the 31st for $160. And these are pretty cool. There's going to be a few different New Balance models that are part of this Jolly Rancher theme, but I love shoes that are a little bit different, and these definitely fit that description. All right, so that's going to wrap it up for episode 16 of Sneak Peek. We appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to check us out. Be sure to check out our website for all of our available shoes that we have for sale. And just to stay up to date on some upcoming releases, as well as kind of everything else that we do, just click the link in our bio as well. But be sure to come back and check us out for more sneaker news next week. Until next episode, I'm Adam Wainwright with the St. Louis Cardinals. Peace.